Hey everybody, this is kind of a weird video. I'm making this video in a spot you've never seen me in before. This is the apartment building I've been working on, and I'm currently recording this video while I'm sitting on the floor and I have this propped up on a toilet. I'm not even joking. This is where you're sitting. Enjoy that. But I'm making this video to talk about where I've been, why I haven't uploaded a video in a little bit. Hopefully I don't get interrupted, but there's no guarantees. So part of this video might be in a different location. Who knows? But this video is going to be talking about a loss I have recently dealt with. So if you guys are a little squeamish about death, because I'm going to go into some detail about what happened here, if you're a little squeamish, maybe don't watch this video. But Thursday, March 19th of this year, 2026, my grandmother came home from work. We lived with her. We've lived with her for 11 years now. But she came home from work around 10:30, and there were some of the kids from our neighbor's house looking for a wallet. And I remember when she got home, I came out to talk to her, because I usually did. I usually said hi and asked how work was, but I was specifically talking to her about how my little sister had called. But I saw her hand the flashlight up to the kids. That's how I even knew they were there at all. And I just went back to my room to play my games or whatever. And suddenly my brother comes into the room saying that, this is like 15 minutes later, my brother comes in saying that my grandma fell on ice. And it's pretty icy. It was pretty icy out on the deck. It snowed and stuff, so I assumed she slipped on the ice and hurt her back or whatever on the deck. But I was like, okay, that's not good. So I went to grab my boots, and when I got outside, I looked down the driveway, and my grandpa and my brother are holding my grandma up in a ditch full of water with a sheet of ice on top. And she's unconscious. She's making gurgling sounds because she got knocked out and inhaled a bunch of the water or something. But me and my brother, I'm pretty sure he handed her to me and I pulled her up out of the ice onto the laneway. He might have helped, but I know he was holding her, and then I went in front of her and scooped her up and pulled her out, and we laid her down. I ran inside to call 911. It took them a little bit to find the house, but they finally did. And she was rushed to the hospital, but they didn't have the resources that she needed, so she had to get rushed to a different hospital an hour away. They don't, even now they don't really know what happened to her, but what I believe to happen is she went to go walk over the ditch, stepped on the ice thinking it was thick enough to cross, went through, and it's a deep ditch, so her whole foot probably sank, and I don't think, because she wasn't anticipating it, I think she fell forward and hit her head on the ice. But something we didn't know is that she had 2 aneurysms in her head, and when she fell, the big one burst. But when she was unconscious, she never woke up and didn't respond or anything. She was unresponsive the whole time. But when she was at the hospital originally, she was twitching, like moving her arms around and like moving her head and like moving her mouth a little bit, like she was trying to say something but couldn't. So they went to go do an operation to put coils into her head to stop the aneurysm and then let her come home for recovery. But during the operation, the second aneurysm she had, the smaller one, ruptured while they were doing the operation. And after that, she was pronounced brain dead and couldn't do anything. So she was pronounced dead March 22nd on a Sunday. Sunday, March 22nd at 8:20 a.m. And she took care of us. She was the income for the house, so everybody's kind of had to step up a little bit. I've been trying to make sure everybody's been okay. It's better now. It's been a couple weeks. Everybody's still upset. The little things that remind her of us makes everybody sad. We have her cremated, and we have her in a nice urn on our coffee table, so we see her every day, but it still doesn't feel real. The more I think about her and how alive she was, because she was completely healthy, nobody knew she had the aneurysm, she never wanted to go to a doctor. So the more I think about it, and the more I think about the fact that she's gone, the more I'm like, no, she's not. She'll be back in the house in like 2 days or something. Even though I know it's not true. The more I think about it, the more it hurts. And coming to work, because I work at a building right beside our house, I have to walk past the ditch that I pulled her out of. And it's not fun. But, you know, there's only so much you can do, right? But we're all doing what we can. We're all doing our part, stepping up, making sure our grandpa's okay, our pops, because that was his wife. And he's taking it the hardest, but he's doing better too. Nobody's gonna be okay ever again. And this is the first big loss that I've experienced, so it's making me look at things a little differently. But, you know, I wanted to make this video to explain why I've been gone, because like I've done a couple times in my life where I've taken breaks from YouTube and then come back and like everything's been normal, but this one break was not a break I expected to take, nor for the reason why I had to take it. But I wanted to explain this to you guys a little bit before I just came back into making videos. So, yeah, my grandmother passed away, and everybody's kind of taking it their own way. But that's all I wanted for this video, was just, I wanted to air it out. I've talked about it to people before. I've had to kind of explain what's happened to family and stuff. But, I don't know. Probably more details than I needed for this kind of video, but I just needed to air it out one last time. It's probably not going to be the last time I mention it. Like if I ever do collabs with people, or we do like a thing where we talk about stuff, I'm sure it'll come up again at some point in my life, in my YouTube career. But I needed to air it out to you guys, so that's why I've been gone. I want to get back into videos though. I want to go back into live streaming. I want to play Redline again. It's been a long time since I played that. I want to go back into making videos, making shorts, doing live streams. More live streams than anything really, because I like playing games live. I don't know why it was such a struggle when I was doing the streamathon, but it was. But I'm back now. Once this video comes out, expect stuff to be popping back out again. But I just wanted to explain it to you. And yeah, also if you guys didn't notice, I have different hair. I got my hair cut a couple days ago. So, yeah. Thank you guys for being here, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, everybody.